All right. Welcome back, kings and queens, y'all. We are talking Shannon Sharpe. Listen. Ooh, Cat Williams was not lying. This is the year of exposure. And Shannon, I never thought, well, you know what? Yes, I did. Yes, I have. Yes, I did. Yes, I have. And I'm gonna be honest with you all. It ain't none of my 92% business. It don't involve one of us. It ain't one of us. He didn't choose one of us. We're not his cup of tea. But I will say this, Shannon. A month or so ago, you had Cheryl Underwood on your platform and you interviewed her, and she gave you some very wise advice. She told you, Shannon, stop messing with these young girls. You need to get yourself around the age range of somebody your age, but your 56-year-old black ass did not want to listen, and you got caught slipping. Hall of Fame tight end Shannon Sharpe, y'all, has been accused of rape by a woman under the pseudo Jane Doe in a 13-page, $50 million lawsuit filed Sunday. She filed it on Easter Sunday. That's some nasty old Latina work. Let's talk about it because her name is Gabriela Zuniga, and I have a photo of her. We're going to talk about it. For those of you who are just tuned in, or if you're new to the channel, welcome to the palace. I am Queen Sheba. I cover a variety of hot topics specific to reality television, but most importantly, I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience. I find it funny.
Subscribe now.
I find it absolutely funny. Here is why. Some of you men are absolutely out of control with your sexual appetites and you're just doing shit just to be doing it because you're bored. Bored in the house and you're in the house bored. You got women begging you to freak them down and choke them with dog collars. Shannon, what the hell are you doing using dog collars? Huh? Freaky ass. What the hell are you doing you are a man of a particular age. First of all, you should be married. Let's just talk about it. But if you want to be out there and hold yourself around and be freak nasty, come what may. Come what may. Do I feel like he took advantage of her? I can't say that. I don't know because based on the text messages, it seemed like they had a very interesting dynamic in the bedroom where it involved a lot of kinky and freaky things, consensual, and this just may be a part of their role play. Who knows? But all I know, in order to make this go away, you gonna have to give over a piece of coin. You're gonna have to give over a piece of coin. And I think the worst thing that you could have done, Shannon Sharpe, is put those nasty ass text messages up on your page. We call it get somebody else to do it. You are a gazillionaire. You are a millionaire. Get somebody else to do it, my nigga. Pay somebody else. Slide over a couple of thousand. You got it. We know you cheap, but pay somebody. Throw somebody a couple of stacks and say, go ahead and post this for me. I need you to do this, and I need it to drop at this time, Central Standard Time. And then I need you to backdoor him or her, and I need you to drop this at this time. And then I need you to drop this at this time. And then right before midnight, I need you to drop this hoe's picture, okay? But you never put it on your page. You never put it on your brand. You see what I'm saying? You don't get down and dirty with the dogs when you have that much money. You hire somebody to bark and whistle for you. Just dumb. See, if you were married and if you had a smart woman on your team, she'll sit you down and say, okay, motherfucker, this is what we gonna do. Now, I'm not saying I'm gonna stay with you, and I'm not saying I'm gonna leave. But what I am saying is we gonna have to see men are so freaking dumb when they're out here by themselves. See, you running around with Ocho Cinco who has just as many problems as you. You need Cheryl Underwood tried to tell your black ass you need a solid one. You need a real one on your team, but you refuse to listen, so you get what you get. It's going to be a very expensive lesson. And I don't feel no kind of way. And Gabriella, do I think this man took advantage of you? I'm going to stop short of saying no, but I will say this: enjoy your payday. Enjoy your payday because he knows better. She is 30 years 30 years? What they say? She's 30 years younger than him. So you've been messing with her ever since she was like 23 or 24. You big dummy. You big dummy. Pick a woman with some damn class. You going to Vegas, picking up broke, busted and disgusted as prostitutes, escorts. And this is what you get. Y'all, let me get back. Queen Sheba, you out of control. Okay, let me get back. So the complaint filed in a Nevada state court alleges that the ESPN personality committed assault, sexual assault, battery, sexual battery, and engaged in the intentional infliction of emotional distress during a rocky consensual relationship. What was rocky about it? They kept going back and forth. He didn't answer your calls. Sometimes he picked another one over you. Because according to the streets, it wasn't until you heard him on live with Michelle that you got your panties in a wad. And this, you know what? Keep going, Queen Sheba. So it was a rocky, consensual relationship that lasted nearly 2 years with the woman more than 30 years younger than him. What the hell are you doing seeing an escort other than one time? Seeing a prostitute more than one time? You supposed to hit it, quit it, pay for it, however much you pay her. 25,000, they said, per cheek, allegedly. Okay. Damn, I wonder what my cheeks would go for. If 20-year-old cheeks are going are on the auction block, I'm gonna have to do the fucking math. Hold on. If 20-year-old cheeks are going for 25 per cheek and I'm in my 40s, what y'all think I'll go for? Wait a minute now. I might have to rethink some of the things I'm doing in life. Britt Edie may be justified. Ooh, let me continue. Hold on. How much you think these cheeks will go for? Oh my God. Oh, this I just made myself laugh, y'all. Hold on. The plaintiff the plaintiff alleges that Sharpe brutally sexually assaulted her several times at the end of 2024 and in the beginning of 2025. If so, if that is true, woe to you, Shannon. The complaint accuses Shannon of threatening to kill her multiple times, being manipulating and controlling, and repeatedly threatening to brutally choke and violently slap her. Ooh. Sharpe denied all allegations of coercion or misconduct in a statement through his counsel to the Post on Monday. That means they directly spoke with the New York Post. The New York Post reached out to them, and through his counsel, he provided a response. According to Zuniga, one specifically, he was yelling at her while there was a firearm visible in his room. The complainant states, terrified for her safety. Child. Okay. Plaintiff tried sharing her location with friends from her iPhone just in case, but Sharpe saw her doing this. The moment he realized what she was doing, he grabbed her by the neck and told her, if you ever do that again, I will fucking kill you. Girl, I don't think you shared his location because you were worried for your safety. It sounds like a fucking setup. It sounds like you were trying to get his ass set up in Vegas and get him robbed, because that's what hoes like you do. Let's talk about it. There's plenty of men, white, black, brown, yellow, skinny, tall, short, fat, that has gotten caught slipping and even gotten unalive by women who set them up, women that pose as escorts. They slip something in their drink, they share the location, and then they rob you while you are passed cold the fuck out. And it sounds like you were caught slipping and he knew what time it was, because these hoes ain't loyal, and he threatened you. The complainant claims that Sharpe recorded the two involved in sexual acts together without her knowledge and then shared those videos with his friends and associates without her knowledge or permission. Now, Shannon, she may have a point. Now, I don't know if you took advantage of her, because she did describe your relationship as rocky consensual, but based on how you accidentally went live with Michelle, and there's many steps to go live. You have to click a few clicks in order to go live on Instagram. You just may have positioned the camera and recorded that lady without her permission. Is that a strong possibility? Probably. The plaintiff is not the woman that Sharpe accidentally shared an audio of on an Instagram live stream on accident while having sex in 2024, the complaint states. However, the plaintiff claimed she began to end the relationship after that incident because he cheated when she thought they were in an exclusive relationship, and Sharpe relentlessly pursued her afterwards. No. So you lying. It sounds like you're lying. This is a money grab, and you sound like a very disgruntled employee, disgruntled escort, disgruntled prostitute. You thought you were the only one, and you didn't know, oh, Shannon Sharpe was slinging that D all over Las Vegas. Yeah. And you got pissed off and you decided that you were going to go cry and yell that he took advantage of you. Did he? I don't know. But had he not been with Michelle, would we be here today? Probably not. She goes on to say a woman can say yes to consensual sexual relations with the man 90 times, but when she says no, even once, that no means no. The first page of the complaint reads, Shannon, you got yourself in this position. You got yourself. Why are you picking up prostitutes? See, a black woman can't even get $20 for a bag of groceries. We get called gold diggers, but you paying $25 a cheek out here in these Vegas streets. Let me go get these booty shorts from 7th Avenue and see what's going on in Vegas. Listen, defendant Shannon Sharpe, a man who is accustomed to getting what he wants, completely fails to understand this basic concept. After many months of manipulating and controlling plaintiff, a woman, girl, many months. Girl, shut the hell up. You were with him, you said, in what you believe to be a committed relationship, and he pissed you off when he had sexual relations, intercourse with Michelle on Instagram via audio. Now you mad. A woman more than 30 years younger than he, and repeatedly threatening to brutally choke and violently slap her, Sharpe refused to accept the answer no and raped plaintiff despite her sobbing and repeated screams of no. That's what you get. That's what you get for picking up prostitutes. It don't matter to me if it's true or not. That's what you get. You want to go to Sodom and Gomorrah? That's what you get when you go to Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm sorry, I do not feel sad for him. The plaintiff and Sharpe first met at a Los Angeles gym in 2023, and their first conversation took place at the gym when she was 20. I told you, I thought it was 23. Well, damn, 20. And his old ass was 50, according to the complaint, which states that Sharpe offered to buy her fake tits if she won a fitness challenge that he proposed. Now you say you will not let a woman see when it comes to black women, you see how he talks about how tight he is and you can't order this and you can't order that, but you'll get anybody else some tits. Okay. The civil lawsuit states that the woman visited Sharpe at his Beverly Glen mansion on multiple occasions and that he would physically, emotionally, and psychologically control her. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna hold my thoughts. I'm going to hold my thoughts. This cycle of control, fear, and submission became routine. The complainant states, yelling at her, controlling her, forcibly grabbing her by the neck when he got upset, saying he was going to kill her, and asserting dominance became the norm. Yet you kept going back over and over and over. Women, either we're going to be equal, we're going to demand equality, or we need to go back to not being able to work and being under the dominance and the control of a man. Which one do y'all want? Because we can't be sexually liberated and then cry wolf when he's cheating or when he's paying another woman more money. And then we rely on our feminine woes to say he took advantage of me, you know? But at the same time, let me continue to say it. Sharpe was sued a day before Front Office Sports reported that he is expected to sign a deal for his Club Shay Shay podcast that would exceed $100 million after his contract with Colin Cowherd's The Volume Podcast Network expired recently. Sharpe, who appeared on ESPN's First Take on Monday, has yet to publicly address the lawsuit as of Monday afternoon. Well, he's addressed it. He came out and provided receipts. Mr. Sharpe categorically denies all allegations of coercion and or misconduct, especially the gross lie of rape, and will not submit to what he sees as an egregious attempt at blackmail. I'm gonna have to roll with him. Typically, I don't side on the side of the men, but this is very, very interesting and it's very suspicious. It is. The fact that it was dropped one day before he was supposed to sign $100 million contract. Who thinks about socking it to somebody on Easter? Okay. This sounds very strategic, very planned. But he put himself in that position. He put himself in a line of fire. So what can I say? Lanny J. Davis, who is representing Sharpe, said in a statement he stands firmly by the truth and is prepared to fight these claims vigorously in court. He looks forward to vindication through due process and a judgment based on facts and law. The woman is represented by Micah Nash and Tony Busby, child. Bye. Busby represented more than 20 women who sued Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson beginning early in 2021, alleging sexual assault and misconduct. Served an 11-game suspension from the NFL in 2022 and was required to pay a fine and undergo treatment. The three-time Pro Bowler settled 23 of the 24 lawsuits filed against him. Shannon's going to have to pay her. She'll probably get about $1 million. That's crazy, whether it's true or not. She'll get something. If he's smart, you make it go away, you settle, and so that you can go ahead and sign that $100 million contract. You know what I'm saying? It's small to a giant, but at the same time, I feel no kind of way because he don't like us. He don't like us. So it is what it is. It is what it is. You walked yourself in a line of fire. But let's talk about these text messages, child. I'm going to just read them. I ain't going to get too bad. So I am citing, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell y'all. I read that article from the New York Post. Now I'm going to go to a different article over here. Hold on. It says BSO. I don't even have a name on it. But anywho, Gabriella Zuniga sent these graphic texts to Shannon Sharpe before filing the $50 million lawsuit. The first one is, only if you put that gravy in me, baby, then I can do whatever I want to me. So it sounds like she was trying to get pregnant by him. Gravy in me. Use your imagination. Okay. They were having unprotected sex. Why are you sleeping with a prostitute unprotected, Shannon? Okay, let me continue. Text from Gabriella to Shannon Sharpe, November 23rd, 2023. I want to put my tongue in your blank hole and then marry you. Here's the thing, ladies. They marry these kind. And let's continue. Text from Gabriella to Shannon, January 12th, 2024 says, that's my daddy. FUCK. I want you to put that big black baby in me. Put that big black baby in me. Child, you should be embarrassed. Text from Gabriella to Shannon. August 6th, 2024 says, you better crave it because you're going to be stuck with it for life after you put that big black baby in me and you're dealing with a fucking racist. Make it make sense. Text from Gabriella to Shannon, August 11th. Y'all. Child. Hold on. I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're effing me. Gabriella sent the text to Shannon Sharpe, October 7th. That says, I know you missed this juicy ass ... 25K for each cheek. Gabriella then sent another text and a message to Shannon Sharpe at the beginning of this year, January 1st. Child. I feel like I'm a peeping Tom reading these text messages. This really is none of my business, but here we are. Oh, I be trying to tell y'all how the game go, honey. Don't nobody want to listen to me. Let's continue. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get to the next one. That's what they like, though. That's what they like, y'all. Just sit back and watch. Get your popcorn. Watch it all play out. You'll be shocked. Hold on. Well, it's not. It's not showing it to me. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, so this is actually looking like a money grab and a setup, but that's what you get when you fuck with prostitutes and escorts. Whether you're a man, woman, whether you're heterosexual, you're straight, your sexual orientation goes out the window. Like mother, what is her name? Medea, out the window when you're dealing with vultures and you're dealing with financial predators. You fucked around and went to Vegas and thought because you got a pretty young thing that you wouldn't fall victim. This is what they do, the scam of it all. That's the name of the game in Vegas. That's why you get in and you get out. It's supposed to be a one-hitter quitter. You do it, you enjoy it one time, you pay for it because it's somewhat legal there. You know what I'm saying? Hell, you would have been better off going to the Bunny Ranch. At least Lamar Odom had enough sense to take his behind to the Bunny Ranch. But let me just tell y'all additional reports that I've found. It says it sounds like she's trying to blackmail him, according to the response of his attorney, Lanny J. Davis. Lanny categorically denied the allegations, calling the lawsuit an egregious attempt at blackmail, which is orchestrated by Busby. Davis's statement paints a starkly different picture of the relationship between Sharpe and Zuniga, asserting that it was consensual and involved mutual engagement. Of course, it sounds like that, even from her end, including sexual role play. To bolster their defense, Sharpe's team released graphic text messages allegedly sent by Zuniga to Sharpe. Yeah, I mean, That's her job. That's what she's hired to do, which they claim demonstrate the consensual nature of of their interactions. Well, thank God he had these text messages to kind of validate his argument that it is consensual. She is a whore, okay? Let's just say that. That's what she does. But she also caught him slipping because Davis further alleges that Zuniga secretly recorded a video of an intimate encounter. So she set up a camera on him, y'all, in order to extort money from him. She set up a secret camera and she videotaped an intimate encounter, which was heavily edited and taken entirely out of context to portray the encounter as non consensual. Sounds like she performed well. And I guarantee you she had some help with this. Once she figured out one of my high profile clients is Shannon Sharpe, I'm going to milk this thing all the way to the bank. And just in case, see, at first she thought she was going to be a wife. Okay. According to her text messages, her initial approach was to get pregnant with that big black baby in her. Hey, not my words, hers. And when she didn't get pregnant, okay, however they were going, that didn't happen. Then he pissed her off when she found out that his big black ass actually had a girl named Michelle. So they both get what they deserved. I'm just reading it. This is a very, very, very detailed response from Shannon's legal team to her attorneys and also to the public. The evidence paints a clear picture, Davis stated, emphasizing that Sharpe categorically denies. We got through that. Now, let me go this. Mm-mm-mm. I don't think this is going to last too long. Shannon, if you're smart, go ahead and give her something, whether you did it or not. But if this is the type of child's play that you engage in, don't be shocked if the next one comes home looking for a little something, something, looking for an Easter egg because you put yourself in that position. You like hoes. And that's fine if you like hoes, but hoes do hoe shit. Y'all remember we say that. So you're going to have to pay to lay with a hoe. That's it. That's all. And I'm just laying it out there. I'm laying it out there. Okay. The article continues to say, in her effort to extract a large financial settlement, Ms. Zuniga presented Mr. Sharpe with a secretly recorded video of consensual, we said that, of a consensual sexual encounter. We believe the video has been heavily edited. Yeah, it probably has been. He recorded her, she recorded him. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. He had no business dealing with this escort for 2 years. To set the record straight, we are releasing several of Ms. Zuniga's own explicit text messages to Mr. Sharpe. Oh, Lordy. Watch this. And they're basically stating that the nature of the text messages clearly indicates the nature of their relationship, that it was just sexual. It was sexually based. Now, let's back up just for 1 second before we end this live. Do you all not remember when I told you one thing about men? They can play with you for a long time and literally have no intent on making you a wife. He made her feel good. He probably gave her some good money. And she actually saw herself in that house and saw herself as Mrs. Shannon Sharpe. Even though she was a hoe, she envisioned herself as of being made into what? An honest woman. And he probably made her feel that way, took her out to eat in some of the best restaurants in Vegas, let her order all kind of room service, let her wear the fluffy slippers, but had no intention. And that pissed her off. Okay. So contrary to the allegations she makes in her lawsuit, consensual sex continued up until y'all, January, 4 months ago, January 2nd, 2025. That's the day she asked for $25,000 per cheek, as quoted above from her text message to Mr. Sharpe. My question is, did she get it? Did you get it? $25,000 per cheek. You should have gave it to her. Now, Shannon, you can't get your butt licked and get everything else for free in exchange for Red Lobster or Long John Silver's. Okay. Now, you can't be cheap if you're going to be going to Vegas and dancing with the hoes. These messages are just a sampling of a broader pattern of graphic sexual communications initiated by Ms. Zuniga. She probably did. I mean, that's what hoes do. The evidence paints a clear picture. This was a consensual adult relationship that included role play, sexual language, and fantasy scenarios explicitly requested by Ms. Zuniga. Yeah, because she realized I'm with Shannon Sharpe. I'm going to play this up. I'm going to give him what he wants. I'm going to give him everything he's ever dreamed of. But her goal, and I always tell you, dumbass men, the goal at the end of the day is for her to take the number one spot on the roster. Women ain't built like that to play with you like that. They always want to become wifey. She wanted the ring. That's it. The edited tape that Miss Zuniga secretly taped and showed to Mr. Sharpe during her blackmail attempt tries to falsely portray, as a result of this editing and out of context from prior text messages, that the sexual activity was not consensual. But Mr. Sharpe now believes her secret taping was all a part of their planned setup as a part of her blackmail scheme, as distorted by her edited tape, a copy of which she refused to make available to Mr. Sharpe or his counsel. Just pay her. Go ahead and settle this. Mr. Sharpe categorically, yeah, will not submit to what he sees as an egregious attempt. So that he's saying he will not. You better, if you're smart. He stands firmly by the truth and is prepared to fight these claims vigorously in court. He looks forward to vindication through due process and a judgment based on the facts and the law. Shut up, Shannon. Shut up.